Alright guys, I'm coming back at you with another video. This is the Dividend Doggo channel here on YouTube, and what we're going to cover tonight, it'll probably be morning when I upload this, but tonight is Sunday night, so I'm doing a little bonus filming for you. We're going over the monthly income that I had for the month of March 2021, and we're going to go through and look at just the dividends collected in this taxable brokerage account here on M1 Finance. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll give you a brief overview. This is the portfolio. This is how much money I put in, $469,000, and you can see that that's a pretty wild amount of money to have gone into the portfolio as a total there. We've had a little over $20,000 in dividends, almost $21,000. We'll cross that mark here in April, but $21,000 in earned dividends, and this portfolio was started August 6th in 2019. So we do have a little bit of red here in the all-time. That's VST. It's still barely in the red. It had a huge dip about 3 weeks, 6 weeks ago? 6 weeks. It's time flies, man. Being at home all the time, it shifts me around quite a bit. But as you can see, there's a pretty healthy gain across the portfolio in multiple sectors. I expect this to come back up into the green over the next couple months. It might take the rest of the year, but somehow I doubt it. I think VST will come up pretty quick. But back to the topic at hand here, we're going to go in and we're going to look at the dividends collected. So going from the end of the month, we have some dividend came in from BST, which is the BlackRock Science Trust. That was about $8.64. Then we have Union Pacific Corp. That came in. A little fractional share. I think that's why that split up. Then PepsiCo. I won't run through the numbers on all of these, but I will give you an add up total at the end. LTC, AVGO, Broadcom, VST coming in with $8.71. That was a huge dividend payment. Bank of America coming in. I'm hoping I'm going to push this up. I think I want to push this up so it's up over 100 the next time they pay out. I need to get some more in Lockheed Martin. Man, did they spike up. They're getting a little expensive. Then we had Raytheon, Home Depot, CIX. Home Depot I need to push up quite a bit. I'd like to get CIX up to a little over 200 every time it's paying a dividend. ABR, I'd like to raise this one up a little bit this year as well. Duke, NEE, NextEra Energy, McDonald's, I sold out of this position, so this will be the last time you see that. Stag Industrial, O Realty Income, the 3M company. I'm not sure why it paid out these in separate. I think it's just the chunks that they were bought in, but that's through the 12th of March. Then we have some more here. Target and Microsoft up here at the top. Then we've got Chevron, UPS. Chevron split. I think it's just the way the fractional shares come in for M1 Finance. Johnson & Johnson, Southern Company, Amgen, Starbucks, Pfizer, Valero, Phillips 66, Aflac, and PDI. A couple of these positions I have sold out of, Starbucks and Phillips 66. I believe I still have. I sold out of Aflac. That was the other one in that listing that I think I've sold out of completely in Amgen. I've shifted most of my money in the healthcare and pharmaceutical stuff into Johnson & Johnson and AbbVie. But that was my total payments. That came out to a total of $1,881.57. That's a pretty hefty dividend month. It's one of my lower paying dividend months, but it's still a pretty sizable amount of money. I'm hoping to grow all of these every single month, get this portfolio paying out at over $2,000 every single month here as quickly as possible. And I think I can do that just by compounding both the dividends going in and continuing to buy. So I want to give you a little rundown tease here of what the dashboard looks like in the spreadsheet that I'm using right now to track my dividends. Let's see if I can get this sized. I should have sized it before I did the video, but so here we go. This is a free sheet that Joseph Carlson has given out and is upgrading constantly. I haven't filled out my portfolio value portion, but I'm going to get that updated this week when I've got some free time. You can see I did update the March dividend income. You can see that my highest month was February and my lowest month this year was January. And hopefully you're going to see this climb up throughout the rest of 2021, and you're going to see this fill out and see these numbers keep growing. You can see that I collected just tiny payments. I really funded my portfolio back in August of 2019. You can see this compounding and growing. From 2019 to 2020, it was up over 2,000% in the amount of earned income from dividends. And I'm pretty confident that once 2021 is done, this number is going to be, I'm hoping to be about double the amount of dividends that I got in 2020. So I'm not sure what the percentage is going to come out to, but it should be pretty beautiful. You can see the yearly income here. Last year it was coming in at just over $2,000, I think. Sorry, $12,000. And this year I'm hoping to collect near 2021, somewhere in that ballpark. My forward projection is around 24, but we've already gotten paid out for 3 months this year, so we'll see how that kind of goes. But you can see the upcoming dividends I've got. Store is going to pay me out. I've forgotten what the two on the 15th payments these are. Then we've got Mo and JPM coming in at the end of the month. Let's go look here. It's O and Stag and Store. Those are the ones that are coming in this month that I've still got to collect here for April. So it's pretty interesting. I really like the breakdown in the weighting system. I don't have 10 cent factored in here because it doesn't calculate properly on the sheet yet. But it also would swing. I did throw it in there once just to see what it looked like. And it was kind of interesting because it came in at like 50% of the portfolio. But I hold that in another taxable account. Very interesting breakdown, and it's nice to see the pie the way that things are here. So I find that pretty interesting, the way that it breaks down the pie to give you the view overall of what the portfolio looks like. I like this quick glance at the PE ratios of the companies that I'm holding in the portfolio, and the market cap, the dividend yield, the holding value by weight. This is really, really awesome to get to see these at a quick glance in these charts. The year-over-year dividend income is also very nice to see the months roll in. Then quarterly income, obviously it's up pretty significantly for Q1. We're up just under $6,000 for the first quarter of 2021, which was a pretty massive gain. It's almost 3 times what... or it's well over 3 times what the Q1 from 2020 was. So in this, you've got the all of the holdings breakdown. You got the logos for all of the companies in here. Normally I blow the sheet up a little bit more. I should probably do that so that you can see it a little bit better. But that's kind of what it looks like. This is normal 100. So you can see the breakdown, all the things in the portfolio, and kind of go from there. So I just wanted to give you a quick glance at this, what this looks like. This portfolio tracker is available to you if you're a Patreon member of the Joseph Carlson Show on YouTube. I will leave a link to his Patreon so that you can go and get this if you want. If you want to go check out the sheet, as well as Qualtrim, the dividend tracking tool and projection tool, that is also in development from the Joseph Carlson community. He's developing that piece of software, which I think it's going to be available on Apple and then Android. and that's going to be phenomenal. That's going to take over my propeller slot that I use propeller for all the time. So I wanted to showcase this just to kind of show off the beautiful graph that this ends up making, and show you that this is what consistency looks like. Rolling this money in and keeping it rolling into the portfolio again and again and compounding it is the true way to build wealth. So I wanted to take time to thank everyone, all the new viewers that have come in, the new subscribers, everybody who hit the like button on the last video. I greatly appreciate you, and keep building up those portfolios. I know several of you who are watching are building out your own portfolio. You can do the exact same thing I'm doing here. You can scale it up. It will take time. It'll take hard work, but being consistent and keeping going with your investings, your future, it's all about how much you want to work at it, and you putting in the effort to invest in companies, and ownership of these companies is key. Being a shareholder is fantastic. You can get significant gains out of owning companies so that you don't have to work all of your life to get a paycheck. You can make these companies all pay you out. That's what the dividend investing is all about, and getting that financial freedom number that every one of us wants. Thank you very much for watching, and this is Dividend Doggo signing out.